And I've been weaving for almost 10 years. I kind of lose track of time because everything else is more important. But I weave on a multitude of looms. I have 2 rigid heddle looms, which I'm going to show you one in just a moment. And I have an 8 harness baby wolf that's about 26 inches wide. I take a lot of classes in weaving. I just finished a class in color and how to pick your colors and how they interact when they weave together. I even have a small sample of what did not work, 2 colors together, and now I know why after this class. So I dabble in all different types of weaving, and I've gotten to the point now where I realize I need to concentrate more on more specific types of weaving and specific items, products to weave. But over in the far corner, and I will show you up close, those are needle felted items. They take a tremendous amount of time to make. They are not in my store, but they are something I make, and these are just the last few that are left that I usually sell. I have hand-woven scarves, hand-woven Mobius ponchos, regular ponchos, shrugs, towels, scarves. Those are what I'm mainly weaving at this particular time. So I'm going to take you over to the actual items so you can see them up close.
Robal, I'm going
Yes.
to have you pause for 1 second. Because I think
Okay.
we may not be getting the sound through the way we would like to. So let me just double check. Sorry for the delay. I'm just I've never run into this before, but we're checking.
It's always something new, isn't it?
Oh, every single time there is some new thing.
Yeah, technology is our best friend and it's our enemy at the same time.
That is for sure. Let me just do an audio check again on. Robal, go ahead and say something.
Okay. Right now I'm standing in front of my giveaway gift, which is a hand-woven Christmas tree guest towel. It's in a off-white color with some beautiful green little Christmas trees. So one of you lucky winners.
Cute.
Isn't that cute? So one of you lucky winners is going to win this towel. And I have quite a few online. They normally run $20 a piece. I also have, let's see, there we go. I'll hold it up this way. This is the same weaving, but I incorporated it into nice blank cards that you can send your friends. You could give it to them as a gift, or this could be your Christmas card. And I've got plenty of those right now. Last month, I gave away these cute little sheep, 3 sheep. It's the same kind of weaving. Again, it was a towel, and I made several of the borders in order to make these cards. They're adorable, and a lot of my friends at Fiber Artist Market have been purchasing them for themselves. So I was going to show you my loom. It's a little bit difficult with the camera. This one is portable. This is the loom I take when I'm going to do live demonstrations for my guild. At the moment, I have one of my fabulous shawls on the loom. So you can see the detail here in the handwork. It's one of the simpler looms that you can use, and it's great for a beginning weaver to start on the rigid heddle. The yarn on this particular shawl that I'm making is a blue-green. It's very, very popular. I'm using a silk accent. It's the same colors, but because it has silk in it, it's shiny. And the dye is much deeper, more saturated, so it gives a little pop here and there in the weaving itself. There you go. There's the darker colors is the silk. The lighter colors is baby alpaca with just a little bit of silk added in. Here, which is showcased on my Facebook page and in my store. This is all chenille. It is a Mobius, as you can see right there, the way it twists, but it sits on your shoulders. You can wear it on your shoulders, or if it's kind of damp out, you can actually pull it up over your head. I made this same Mobius for my sister for her birthday last year. She likes to wear it to church. She wore it to a wedding and showed me the picture. She gets a lot of compliments on this particular Mobius poncho. Now, I use these colors a lot, but they're never both exactly the same. The accent ribbon that's in here will be different from item to item. The striping, the exact colors will change. That makes every one of them one of a kind. This one runs $175. So over here are my shawls. I just showed you the shawl that's in progress. This is what they look like when they're finished.
That's
let's get this so you, there we go. That's what the border looks like. And those are the accents. So down here we have what's called leno lace. And up here, this is called a Danish medallion. They're hand manipulated techniques. That one was, all of these are baby silk and with baby alpaca with silk. This is an infinity scarf like the one I'm wearing. And it is the same.
Oh, there you go. Just back up your camera a tiny bit so we can see that beautiful weave. Oh, that's gorgeous.
How's that?
Oh, that is just beautiful.
So the shawl I just showed you, this is the same yarn. I have to buy quite a bit of yarn to make sure I have enough of the same color. Weaving takes a lot more yarn than knitting does, so you really have to buy a lot. So this was the leftover, and it's called an infinity scarf. It also has the leno lace in it, but I used an entirely different kind of novelty ribbon to accent it. And that's why I hung it over here. This one is blue. Let's see here. Whoops.
Oh, it looks like it has pretty orange highlights.
It does. It does. There we go. Now I've got it. That is the Danish medallions. They look different because it's a different kind of ribbon. It's variegated. I believe the color name is Copper Penny, and it's one of my favorite of that type of yarn. And then when I go up
just
into
a little bit. There you go.
There we go. That's better. The light hits it better. And you can see through this. So you know when I call it a lacy shawl, it is very lacy. The leno in here has a very tiny, skinny novelty yarn that has is eyelash. It has little fuzzy yarn that comes down almost like a miniature minuscule fringe, and it's variegated in blues and yellows. yellows and blacks. So they complement each other very nice. That one is called Torrid Blue in its color. Now I have one in Autumn Forest. It has some similar colors, but they are not the same color. This is a brown and green blend. I said it was baby alpaca, but it's not. It's merino wool with silk. And I used the same yarn in the leno lace as I did the medallions. And sometimes I make the fringes a little different in length. With that yarn, I made a shrug.
Oh, that's so pretty.
But I didn't, not pretty. I didn't use the same novelty yarn. I used it in completely different yarn, and it has eyelashes, and I rubbed and rubbed and rubbed until I could get the eyelashes to pop out. And it's in a light green and yellow that variegates. The warp on this is actually baby merino, and the weft, that's the crosswise hairs, is the Autumn Forest merino and silk. It's really, really cute. I make a lot of the shrugs. They're pretty fast to make, and they look wonderful. This one's my favorite. How's that look on the trim, Mary?
Oh, that is just absolutely beautiful. Now, are you also the seamstress on this?
Yes, I sew these together, and that trim that I'm showing off right now, I made that on my Inkle loom. So the trim is actually hand woven as well. Sometimes to keep costs down, I just use ribbons that I can buy at a good price. But this one I actually hand wove myself.
Now, can you
pull
back a little bit and just show us the whole jacket, because that is just gorgeous. Oh, I love that. Now, is that sort of a one size fits all, or is it more specific?
I have it listed more specifically as a small medium. So you could be like a size 6 all the way up to possibly a size 12. But if you have very broad shoulders, for instance, if you were a swimmer and your shoulders were really broad because of all the muscles you built up in your youth, this would probably be too tight. And where the arms end, if you were a really, really busty gal, it probably would not be flattering. And I say that on my descriptions so that there's no confusion. I don't want somebody to buy it and then find out that it was too small.
I saw that one in
make them bigger.
I saw that one in the
store?
background. I saw that one in the background and was already wanting that one, but I am one of those gals with bigger shoulders from wrestling sheep. So yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that is beautiful.
The irony is these two are actually made with the same yarn, which is an alpaca, but what I used with it for warping purposes is 2 different kinds of yarns. This one that has the handmade, this one has a purplish lavender cosmos, which is also alpaca silk. And then there is the sour tart is the color. So they're both the same, but this one has a camel colored warp, which is also alpaca, but it's pure alpaca. So you can, what you mix with something, yeah.
Pull your camera back just a little. You're a little close so we can see those just a little bit better from a tiny distance. Oh my gosh, they're such beautiful.
There you go. So it shows you the colors that you mix can change the outcome quite a bit. This one has lavender added into it, so it has more purple look. And this one has a camel color added into it, so it's a little more earthy. And you can see the variation in the color stripes more distinctly in the higher contrast in the second one there. Okay, going on. I do like to work chenille, and I make a lot of ponchos. Some of the ponchos that I've made in the past, once they're made, they're a little bit on the small size. So I just experimented with this one. I cannot say the name because it has too many syllables, and it's Indian from the Mexico area, starts with a Q. But it has a lot more room in it. So you could be more broad in the shoulders and it would fit. There's two ways to wear this. This is one of the ways where the neck is straight across and the points are here. But if you turn it, it'll take a moment here. And I won't fudge with it too much. But I wanted you to be able to see, yeah, we won't fudge with it too much. I wanted you to see, where am I? I'm upside down. There we go. This is having a point in the neckline here instead of on the shoulder, and the points are in the front and the back. Because the way this is designed, this piece right here, the stripes go a different way. So the next time I make it, if I want it to be more symmetrical in the striping, I would have to do them horizontal instead of vertical. It does allow for, I hope I'm not making anybody dizzy.
A little bit.
It does allow for.
Yeah, it's a little bit dizzy making.
Okay, here, I got it turned around. This is what it looks like when you wear it in the more traditional way that the Indians wore it. The stripes go up and down in the back.
And that's velour, is that correct?
That's chenille.
I mean chenille. I'm so sorry.
Chenille,
yeah,
kind of,
chenille.
You meant that, I know.
That's
and
what I meant.
That is a dark gold, a light gold, a burgundy, a rust, and then these little polka dots in here, that's a pure silk yarn that is kind of a creamy white, and it variegates. It goes into kind of an apricot color and a really, really light brown, almost like a tan. So it adds a lot of interest to it. I'm going to make more of these because they fit more different types of sizes. And that is velour. And Mary, you know Deb Jarko, and I've been buying a lot of her stash because she's moving to Arizona and she has too much yarn.
Oh,
so those of us in the Ventura Guild have gotten some really good prices. How am I doing on time, Mary? Is it time to give up?
Well, you can show us a few more things, and I'll get your URL posted up here, and make sure everybody knows where you are, where they can go and browse they can go browse all of these on your shop so that they can find exactly the right one. But if anybody sees something they need right now, just say sold and we will set it aside.
Okay. Now, I got busy with life and I forgot to put my special on the store. So when I get off from here, I'm going to go in and fix that. But everything today and tomorrow will be 10% off. Anything that is $100 or more, you will get free shipping.
Oh, that's wonderful.
All right.
That would be great.
Well, thank you so much for stopping by here in Port Hueneme to see Handwoven by Bellarosa. I really enjoyed showing you everything I have, and hopefully in December I'll have some more items. And the beautiful blue-green shawl will be finished before the month is out.